Hello friends, welcome back to a new video, and in this video I am going to create a very simple stopwatch which will contain start button, stop button and reset button. I will show you how you can create this by help of HTML, CSS and JavaScript. My name is Abhishek, you are watching BCoder, and if you are interested in web development and programming, then please hit that like and subscribe button, and let's start after this small intro. So here I have already created the folder as usual. Index.html, CSS file and JavaScript file is present. So let's start our coding. First of all, I will link the CSS file here, and then in the body I will create a div and I will give ID name stopwatch, and then another div I will give inside that one. Then after that I will give a span and ID hours. Then I am giving another span ID minute. So this is our ID minute and second. So for second, ID is second. After that I will close this div and then I will add a button. So I will give the ID name start button, and then there I will give a function start timer. So this start timer we will define this in the JavaScript, and then I will give a start text and close this button. After that I will give a stop button. So basically in this stopwatch there is start, stop button and reset button, so that I am giving. So this one is the stop button and function is stop timer. So this one also we will define in JavaScript later. Then another button, that is the reset button, and ID I am giving reset. After that I will link the timer.js. Now let's move to the styling part and I will style little bit. So here in the body I will write display flex, align item center, justify content center. I will save it. Then I will give stopwatch. So what the ID we have given, stopwatch for the main container. So we will style font family, then text align center, and then background white. So text color black, border 5 pixel, padding 20, display inline block. So after that there is a span inside the stopwatch. So this one, the span ID means the 00, we will style that one. I am giving display inline block for family, font size 50 pixels, margin 10 pixel. After that I will style the button. So I am giving margin, then font, then border, then background, then padding and border none. So here you can see our CSS is completed now. Start, stop and reset button. Now in the JavaScript file, what I will do, I will create 4 variables, mainly hour, minute and second. So this variable we will change by the functions which we will create, like start function, stop function and reset function. And at one more variable I am creating timer. So after that I will create the first function start timer, that will trigger on when we will click on the start button. Then here I am creating the variable we have created timer. So I am writing timer equal to set interval. So set interval is a JavaScript inbuilt function. So inside that one we have to write a function, means this function takes a parameter that should be a function. So here I am declaring a function. So here you can see I have given only function and without giving any name, just I have given the parent, that bracket and then the curly bracket, and I'm giving second plus plus. Then if second is greater than 60, every time this function will call, then second will increase by 1, and if second is like greater than 60, means if second increases at 60, then it will again reset that second to 0. 1 minute will be increased. Then after that again one condition I am writing, then if minute is greater than 60, then we will make the minute 0 and we will increase 1 hour. So I guess you understood what I am telling, that second, if 60 second is over, then 1 minute will be added and second will start again from 0. And same thing in the minute, if minute is exceeded, minute becomes 61, then hour will be increased by 1 and again minute will start from the 0 minute. So this same thing, same logic I am writing here. I will close the if condition and then function also. And after that in the same function only I will write document.getElementById by hour. So this is the hour, this is span. So here text contain equal to pad hour, means whatever the value I will write, so that will I am passing in a pad function. So I will create this pad function bottom, and there I will pass the hour. So this pad function will continuously inject that one, whatever the value it is changing. So after that again the same thing for the minute also. The second one is the minute, so the pad function and we will pass the minutes, and same thing for the second. So here this pad function we will declare right now, and after that I am giving a interval 1000. So this 1000 means 1 second. So in 1 second every time this will update the values. So after the start function we will create the stop timer function. So here inside this create stop timer function I am writing clear interval. So like set interval function inbuilt JavaScript function. In similar way clear interval timer is also clear interval is also a JavaScript inbuilt function. So there I am passing the timer. So timer is basically our this function. By name it is clear, but it does not clear the things, but it will stop set interval function. When we will start the timer, then it will increase, means time will increase every second, the values will change. So when we will click on this stop timer, then it will stop that. After that I will create the reset timer. Also same thing, we will pass clear interval and timer, but 3 more things I will write: hour 0, minute 0 and second 0. So when we will start the timer, so whatever the value of the hour, minute and second will be in reset, we will first of all it will stop this timer and then it will clear the value, means reset all the value to 0. So now this will be, when we will click on reset, then it will reset the value and we have to start the timer from the starting. And in the stop one it will only stop the timer. Again I am writing document.getElementById hour and text content equals to pad hour. So here as earlier I have passed here these 3 things in pad function. So pad function I will create just now after this function. So just in similar way we have to copy for the minute and the second, and we have to pass the minute, hour, minute and second in the pad function. Now I will close this reset timer function, and after that I will create this pad, and there I am passing the number. So whatever the number we are passing from here, like hour, minute and second, so this is the parameter here. So basically what is this pad function? I am checking a condition. Let me write first of all, if number is less than 0, then I will return like 0 plus 1. Suppose the timer start and it will start like 0 1 0 2 0 3 0 4 0 9 and then 1 0. So if it is less than 10, means if it is 9, then 1 0 should be added here right now. And if it is like 10 11 12, then we will not return this 0, only the number will be returned. So here I will return only the number and I will close this function. So this is the basically the pad function. If the number is less than 10, then 1 0 will be added first and then the number will come, and if it is greater than 10, then only directly all the value with that 2-digit value it will show. So here we have finished our JavaScript code. So let's see our timer. So here I have clicked on the start button and you can see the timer is start and 4 5. After that we will click on the stop button, then you can see this clear function we have written in the stop timer. If I will click on this one, then you can see now it is become 0 0. So in this way you can create a stopwatch by using HTML, CSS and JavaScript. So if you enjoyed this video, then please hit that like and subscribe button, and see you in next video.